Good morning. Thanks for joining me on another rather beautiful but very cold day up in the Derbyshire Peak District. And I've just parked up at Chunal in the big lay-by on the A road there. Can't remember the name of the A road. I'll put it up on the screen for you so you know how to find it. And I'm setting off on a walk across to the sort of bottom of Kinder Scout, past Kinder Reservoir, up Clough, and then just cutting left back across Harry Hut and down to the car park again. Now, the path I need to pick up from the Chunal car park, you'd be better off setting back to Hayfield distance wise, but that section of road is a little bit dodgy to walk along, so I've gone in the opposite direction down towards Glossop, and then just keep an eye out on your left for a footpath back across farmland. And I'm just heading across that way now, so should be a nice walk up Clough. So why not stick with me on this lovely day and see what we come across. Back in the distance behind me you might be able to see Glossop, and then you can see the car park or the lay-by where we've parked. I think that's the old Grouse pub, which is shut now, and that and just beyond it is the busy stretch of road that we've avoided. Yeah, lots of lorries and such like, so and it does get very, very thin, the grass verge in places, so not recommended. And back into the sun, unfortunately. Just behind me, we're just heading up the hill now, past a farm, and we'll come out on the Monks Road, and I'll show you that when we get up there. But that is the Monks Road that starts in Charlesworth and finishes up down on the Flintshire coast in Wales. I would guess probably 85-90 miles away maybe, and that was the road that the monks used to take between the abbey down there in Flintshire and the land that they were gifted up here at Charlesworth. I can't for the life of me remember the name of the abbey. I'll bung it up on the screen. So here we are at the Monks Road, and we just turn left and soon get back up to the main A road. And now the path we want is straight opposite, and it's got out a lot of risk along that road. I'm sure some people walk it, but I didn't fancy it. And you get a nice bit of extra countryside and a hill to warm your lungs up as well. Right, after you cross the stile, take the path immediately to the right. Don't go straight ahead. The straight ahead path goes up to Burnt Hill, I think, and we're taking the one right, and that eventually starts to lead round up towards Kinder Reservoir and Clough. At the bottom of the path, just get a bit closer to the road again, but we just head down across this footbridge across a nice stream. Lovely views back the way we've come along the road, just over that rise there. and up towards Lantern Pike. Good place to stop for a little breather. Bit difficult to film much coming up here because the sun's right in my face, but just basically carry straight on up from that footbridge, and I think in a short while the shooters' cabins should come into view. It's about 2 degrees Celsius officially, and it doesn't feel that cold. There's a fair bit of meltwater coming down. Just got to watch your footing in places. Still patches of ice. What a day for it, eh? Absolutely gorgeous. Right, just levelled out briefly on top now, and the shooting hut's over there, and view up to Kinder Scout beyond. You can see Kinder Downfall quite clearly. From here it looks frozen. I'll see if I can catch it better on the other camera in a little while. Yeah, Kinder Downfall definitely looks as though it's frozen. It's probably the closest view we'll get of it today though, because we're cutting left at the top. But yeah, Kinder Reservoir and everything looks absolutely beautiful, bathed in sunlight. Never bathed in sunlight when I'm going camping, is it? Just starting up William Clough, and there's plenty of water coming down, so yeah, it should get a bit wet from here on in. Sorry about all the lovely shots of my shadow in the picture, but not really much you can do on a day like this. My shadow is everywhere where I want to take a picture. Wet, muddy, beautiful. Fantastic this. Really enjoying it. Whew. You can feel every one of those extra mince pies. Every chocolate. Weep. Always think this last bit's the worst. Don't know why. I think you've steepens up. You've left the stream behind, so you haven't got that to distract you. And seems to go on forever. Hey, getting there though. Alright, as I said earlier, we're not turning right and climbing up to Sandy Hayes. We're turning left back towards Harry Hut. Small mercies. So yeah, that more or less takes us to the highest point, I think, for this particular walk. Tell a lie, there's a wee bit of ascent back up to Mill Hill before we drop down to Harry Hut. You can see behind me the north face of Kinder, looking very splendid. Might just stop and get the other camera out for that. So we're just on Mill Hill now. Pennine Way marker post points down that way. We want this other path going across here, and then in about a kilometre we just need to look for a path on the right that I think the left one goes back down to Burnt Hill, so you could go that way, but the right hand one goes down via Harry Hut. Onward. Good couple of degrees cooler up here easily. And there's a bit of a wind chill, so there's a lot of frozen bits on the path. Whoops. So you got to watch yourself or you'll be on your back. So just take it easy. It's the remains of one of the many air crashes up here. I'm not entirely sure which this one is. I'll do a bit of research on the internet and then flash it up on the screen. But it's quite a large piece of fuselage there. Few pieces broken off it. But yeah, the whole of Kinder Scout and Bleak Low is dotted with the wreckage of planes that came a cropper when navigation aids were less sophisticated. Just ignore this first little muddy track to the right. Carry on the main track, and you can already see the Harry Hut trig to your right, but there's another path up to it just a little bit further down. Well, it's still a bit of a muddy path, but luckily one advantage of coming up here when it's below freezing is all the mud's frozen solid, so you just have to watch out for potholes. I've absolutely no idea why it's called Harry Hut, because there's no hut. The nearest hut I can think of is that white shooting hut that we passed a bit earlier on. So whether anybody knows if there used to be a hut there or something, let us know in the comments. Bit of a reminder of what it used to be like walking on Kinder Scout and Bleaklow and all of those places. No path improvement on this stretch. Takes you by surprise these days because most of the paths have been done to prevent further erosion. But yeah, as I say, definitely glad it's frozen. Be up to my neck in it. Trig. Lovely views back up to Kinder Scout and down over Glossop and away down to Manchester. Lovely. Not far away now, but just one last piece of navigation from Harry Hut Trig. There's two paths. One to the right takes you down towards Glossop, and you don't want that. Take this one to the left, and that leads us directly back down to the car park. So off we go. Right, just on the last half kilometre or so now, just dropping down to the lay-by again. Been a lovely walk, cracking weather, nice and crisp, and did a good job on freezing all that mud up. It's around about, it's about 14 kilometres in total. Link to the route plotted on OS maps will be below as usual. But if you stuck with it this far, thanks most kindly for joining me, and hope you'll join me again very soon on another one, whether that's walking or camping or whatever. But thanks again, and I'll see you very soon. Bye now.